This is the only video you're going to need to watch about local SEO if you're a roofer or a local business owner. And I'm going to go everything about how you need an SEO agent to help you, but how you watching, the local business owner, are one of the main factors in getting your website and your business to rank locally. So let's get into it. As you can see already, I have the first step of any local SEO is building a website. So what you need is a proper website. You can't have some crappy thing you got on Fiverr, or your nephew who's young and he never done websites before built you one, or a template you got because it was cheap. You need a proper website. And what you need to have on your website is it needs to be optimized locally. So we're going to pretend this is a roofer in Dublin, okay? This whole example that I'm doing is a roofer in Dublin. And what you're going to need is you're going to need your website built with local content. So you're targeting things like roofer Dublin, roof repairs Dublin, gutter repairs Dublin, chimney repairs Dublin, flat roof repairs Dublin, roof replacements Dublin. And then you also need to do certain things like there's all this boring stuff you probably don't want to know about is H1 tags, H2 tags, H3 tags. You're going to have to add alt text images, alt text. Your website needs to be structured in a certain way. So you need structure on your website. So that's just basically having pages. So your service pages are all aligned, contact pages, about us, all that, everything has to be structured. You need internal linking on your website. Sorry about my bad writing. So you need internal linking as well on your website. You need images, you need branding, you need to be converted for branded, needs to match what your brand is, all this sort of stuff. It needs to be optimized to convert, so conversions. So if we go over that as well, so optimizing for conversions is when someone goes onto your website, there's call to action buttons, they can easily contact you. There's forms, there's WhatsApp, there's phone call buttons. You're making it very, very simple for someone to find what they're looking for on the website, basically. And what you need with local content is one of the main things. So you can't just throw up any old content if you're in a competitive area like Dublin. You're going to need good, thought out, well-structured content on each page. And then what you also need as well is all your service pages. You can't just build a one-page website. So the home page will be a roofer, because that's the main thing the business does. So roofer Dublin would be the main thing on this. My writing's terrible. Okay, roofer Dublin, okay? Then you would have your services. So you have services like this. Services, you'd have these would have all their own pages. So this would be its own page. Roof repairs. Gutter repairs, you'd have chimney repairs, you'd have all this sort of stuff, okay? And they'd have all their own pages. And that's what you need from a good SEO agency, is they will build out all these pages, okay? And all these pages are going to be the same as well. Your main location is going to be Dublin. So all these pages are going to be built around Dublin, okay? And then once you have all those main pages done, what you need to be doing is you need to be breaking down Dublin into all the separate towns around the area. So Dublin, if you're not from there, wherever you're watching this in the world, you're going to have different areas. You're going to have Swords. You're going to have Lucan. I'm not getting into all the locations now. Just say you have Dundrum. Balbriggan, many, many more, okay? So what you would need to do here as well, if you want to target all these areas, is you would need to build out all these pages as well for Swords, Lucan, Dundrum. So Swords would have a roofer page. So roofer, Swords, okay? Then you would also need to build out roof repairs Swords, gutter repair Swords, chimney repair Swords, flat roof repair Swords. And then what you're doing is you're linking all those pages together. So Swords is all linked together, Lucan's all linked together, Dundrum's all linked together. And another thing you can do in Dublin as well is Dublin goes by a postal code sort of area. So what you have in Dublin as well is you have D1, D2, D4, that sort of stuff. And what you can do as well is you can build pages around that as well. So you can build roofer D1, roof repairs D1, roof repairs D4. And what you're doing then with all this is because most links go to your homepage, you're trying to internally link. Remember I said internal linking? This is what it is. Internal linking is linking all these pages. So you're linking all these pages together. So all these are going back to the home page as well. And then they're linking back to that. And they're linking back to that. And what you're doing with that is because most links, so you're going to be going off as well getting citations on your website. So you'll need citations. And you're going to need backlinks. Okay? So citations are basically adding your website to things like Yelp and local directories, golden pages, yellow pages, that sort of stuff. And what you're doing here is most of them are going to go to the homepage, okay? And what you're doing here is you're something called NAP. So that's name, address, and phone, okay? That's what NAP is. And what you're doing with your citations is you're keeping that consistent across the board going on all these websites, because Google likes to see your name, address, and phone number consistent across all these other websites. So when you're doing social media pages as well, you have your name on there, you have the same phone number, and you're even linking up your address. If you have an office address, you're linking all that, okay? And this is only your website. This is all just your website. And this is how an SEO agency can help you do all this. If you don't understand it, then that's basically what an SEO agency can do. The next step then is you need a Google business profile. So GBP, you know what that is. If you don't know what it is, it's where you type things in locally. You go onto Google, you type in roofer near me, roofer Dublin. You'll see a list of businesses that have their reviews on the map pack, basically, on the maps. And that's what you need as well. And that's that's one of the most important parts of local SEO, is setting that up correctly. And one of the main things you can do, people are going to go on about keeping it active and adding images and posting content and all this crap. The main thing you need on this is reviews. You need as many reviews as you can. You can't, like, a lot of guys come to me and they say, oh, I have my Google business profile set up, I have a few reviews on it. I'll say, how many do you have? I have 10. It's not really getting me work. Okay, the main guy in your area has 300. You have to try to beat him. All right. That's what you need to do. And what you're doing when you have reviews on your profile, you're building trust locally with Google. Google likes to see that as well. You're getting a lot of real reviews, not the fake ones that disappear and you get them from India or wherever you get them. Real reviews from real local people. It's local SEO, member. And that is building trust. So when this is set up and your website's linked up to it as well, you're building trust with Google as well, okay? And that can help rank your website as well. And we haven't really dug into the backlinks part yet. So this is where you come in as the local business owner, okay? So this is you. A lot of local business owners think they can just hire someone to do local SEO. That's okay if you're in an uncompetitive area. You know, around Ireland, there's some places where there's only like 50,000 people living. It's pretty easy to do local SEO. There's not a lot of competition. When you're in an area like Dublin, London, Manchester, San Diego, New York, wherever you are in the world that has a big city, what you need to be doing is you need to be getting involved locally. Okay? That's going on your social media. Social media, okay? You're creating videos, you're creating content, You're meeting up with other business owners. So you're meeting up with other local business owners. You're saying you teamed up with John the Roofer for a job. You tag John the Roofer. All this, Google is seeing all this happening. Okay, Google has all these bots and everything, and they're seeing what's happening locally. You're tagging this guy, he's tagging you. You're getting involved locally. Maybe you have a local team. Okay, a local sports team, soccer team, football team, GA, golf, whatever you do. Okay, and what you can do when you're getting involved with that is you're sponsoring a team. Okay, or you're sponsoring an event. Say an event. A local event. We put down local event. A local event. What you can get here off them is you can get backlinks off them. Local backlinks are going to beat any link that you pay for from India or wherever you're buying these backlinks from. Because what these backlink people are going to say is, we have a high ranking backlink, and if you pay me €200 or $400, I'll get the backlink for you, and it's high ranking. It's going to link. That's not the way it works anymore. Like Google and all these other search engines know what they're so used to people spamming over the years. So this is going on like 20 years or so. They're so used to spamming, so they're after creating ways of cutting through the bullshit, basically, of how to find real business owners and businesses that are actually doing things properly without paying high amounts for it, So most of those links you get are a load of crap, right? If you can actually get real local backlinks to your website, so a backlink is basically a link from, let's just say there's a run where I am every year, and it's sponsored by Regeneron, okay? If you could sponsor that event and you paid enough money that they would link on their website, so Regeneron is going to link on their website that we were sponsored by Joe's Roofer in Dublin. And then you now have a backlink from their website, so their site is going to link to your site, okay? And then Google then is reading all this, it's seeing this guy is getting these local links, he's doing social media, he's linking up with this guy. And then even better, what you're able to do as well when you're doing social media and when you're doing jobs, okay? What you're doing is, just say you've done a job in Swords, all right? So your social media, done a job in Swords. What you can do is you can create like a full-on before and after. You can create a YouTube video of the job. You can create content basically around saying that we done a roof repair in Swords, and you put it on your social media, and then the web designer, the SEO agency can come along and they can add that content to Swords and saying, we done this job in Swords, it was a roof repair, we've all the photos, we've all the content about it. And Google loves all that. It loves all this real local content that this guy done a job in Swords. This is the job. This is the video. This is the photos, and all that stuff helps you rank locally. So that's the basics of what you need to be doing for local SEO. Okay, a lot of you guys are coming along, and you're thinking you're just going to get a crappy website. He's going to create some content from ChatGPT. He's just going to put the basic thing up, and then you're going to get your Google business profile set up. You're going to have 5 reviews on it, and then you think you're going to rank number 1. But all this, what you're looking at here that I put down, this could take months. Like if you're starting new, the real thing you're looking at is a 6 to 12 month period of nothing happening basically. So you're going to be paying this money. There's going to be a lot of work to do on your website. All these pages need to be done. Everything needs to be done correctly. The content needs to be done correctly. Maybe the content may need to change because maybe your site may not rank after a few weeks or a few months. You may need to update content. You're going to have to add blog posts as well. So this is another thing to add to your website, is local blog posts. If you write a good blog post, this can also help you get some backlinks as well to your site if you're writing good blog posts. Blog posts as well can also, if you're writing something aimed towards keywords, maybe like pricing. I obviously like pricing blog posts, like how much does a roofer cost in my area. If you can get that up to number one in the area, write a good blog post, that'll get you a lot more people onto your website as well. But you're looking at all this. This can take 6 to 12 months to actually see results from. So you're going to be sitting there paying these guys, and then you're thinking, all right, I'm 3 months in, I'm not really getting much out of it. You're getting reviews on your profile. You're doing your local work. You're getting involved locally. You're sponsoring teams. You're getting local. You're doing local events. You're doing stuff on social media, or meeting up with John the Roofer, and you're doing jobs together, and you're tagging each other. They're taking the content. They're adding it to your pages. You're Lucan. You're Dundrum, wherever you are, Dunleary, all these areas. And then you're wondering why it's not working. But then all of a sudden, it could be month 6. Boom. Your website pages start getting to the first page. Google starts noticing who you are. You keep building reviews on your profile. And then soon enough, you could be the number 1 ranking person in the area. But I have to say, it's mostly down to you as the business owner, because if you run a shitty business as well, okay, and people are coming on and they're leaving you 1-star reviews, you're taking their money and you're doing a runner, you're not calling back, there's a big hole in your roof, you told them it's going to be 10 grand, you take the money and you say, I'll be back there in a few days, and you never come back, and they're leaving 1-star reviews, that is not going to help your business locally. So that's why I'm saying it's down to you as well as the business owner. It's down to you to do stuff locally, get involved locally, build your social media, get content, local team, local events, getting involved locally, doing all this stuff, linking all that back to your website. And then that is what helps. So that is an overview of what local SEO is. Hope this video helped you. Wherever you're watching this, just go on my YouTube, please subscribe. If you have any comments, please ask them down below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thanks for watching.